Hi students, welcome back to my online channel. My name is Vishwanath. Today's class is about constructions part 2. In my last class, we have studied constructions part 1. In that, how to construct two tangents from an same external point. Today we are going to learn about incircle and circumcircle for the given triangle. Incircle and circumcircle for the given triangle. Before that, let us have a glance on what are the important type of construction we have to learn in this chapter. The first important type of construction is about construction of two tangents construction of two tangents from an exterior point to the given circle. Got it? The first important type of construction in this chapter constructions is construction of two tangents from an exterior point to the given circle. I mean, a circle will be given. Here one more exterior point. That exterior point from the center of the circle, the distance will be given. The distance between the center of the circle and the exterior point is given. So from this exterior point, name it as P or some other letter. From there you need to draw two tangents to the given circle. So how to draw two tangents to the given circle? So we have to bisect first. We have to bisect this line joining center of the circle and the exterior point by taking more than half from compass. So cut two arcs above and below. From P the same measurement, try to cut the already done arcs. Then just to join like this. After joining you get a midpoint. From this midpoint take the compass and draw a circle. That circle passes through O and P, because this is the midpoint of O and P. So from the midpoint of any line, if you draw a circle, definitely that passes through the its end. Okay, then the circle which is now constructed by the bisection line and the taking midpoint. So that circle meeting the original circle at two points. Look at here, this is the original circle. That circle meets the now constructed circle at two points. These 2 points are the required points. To those 2 points join to P, so such that you can obtain two tangents. These two are two tangents to the circle. How come these two tangents are true? So if you join O to those 2 points, this for this big circle, that is constructed circle, for that big constructed circle, OP is a diameter. OP is a diameter. You know that diameter, if you join till the circumference, from the ends of the diameter, if you join till the circumference, that is always 90 degree. Right. Now that is for this circle. For the big circle, this 90 degree because of the diameter and joining. But for the small circle, this is radius. This is radius. This is tangent. You know that one more theorem in tangents explains that radius and tangent always 90 degree. So this is 90 degree because of radius and tangent. This is 90 degree because of diameter. For this circle, this is diameter angle 90 degree. For the smaller circle, radius and tangents always perpendicular to each other, such that you can construct two tangents from an exterior point. So one more construction of two tangent also there, that is a circle with center of radius 3 or 4 centimeter is given. One more exterior point. From that exterior point you have to draw two tangent, but that exterior point position is not given, but they have given one clue. There is angle between tangents. Angle between tangents is 60 degree. So when angle between tangents is 60 degree given, so what we have to do? So we have to draw one first rough diagram like this. Rough diagram I'm saying. So first you draw one rough diagram, that is a circle, two tangents and the two radii. So after constructing this rough diagram, what they are saying, angle between the tangents are 60 degree. This 60 degree, they are saying 60 degree is the angle between two tangents. So angle between two tangents are 60 degree. This angle between two tangents 60 degree we cannot construct first, because If we don't know the position of exterior point, if exterior point position is unknown, it's difficult to construct the 60 degree. So what we are doing, the given 60 degree cannot construct in the first step only. The reason is, unless this exterior point position is known, we cannot construct this 60 degree. But in this problem, the exterior point position was known because the distance between the center and the exterior point was given. So obviously we get the exterior point. But here exterior point only not known. I mean, from what distance of center and exterior point, but we cannot construct this 60 degree. Then what to do? So using this 60 degree, try to find out the other three angle. I mean, this angle is always 90 degree. We know that radius and tangent between perpendicular. Here also 90 degree. So 60, 90, 90. So totally you will get how much? 240 degree. So 90 plus 90 plus 60 degree, totally you will get 240 degree. We know that this is the quadrilateral. It's not cyclic quadrilateral, but it's a general quadrilateral. In quadrilateral, you know that total angle is 360 degree. So in that 60, 90, 90 become 240. Now the remaining is 120 degrees 0. So what we are doing in the question, the 60 degree is given actually, but we are not constructing 60 degree. Other than 60 degree, these three angle we are constructing. So then first we construct a circle. We draw a circle with given radius. Then we mark one radius anywhere inside the circle. Anywhere you can mark. Better you mark here, then the tangents will come right hand side. If you mark the other side, the tangent turning changes. I mean, it tilt towards any other side. So first construct one radius. After constructing radius, refer this rough diagram and do it here. So this rough diagram says that after constructing radius, here what angle you are seeing? 90 degree. So at the end of the radius, you can construct 90 degree here. So or better first construct one more radius. First this radius is over. Then this radius and other radius between what angle is this? 120 degree. So we'll construct 120 degree like this, two arcs. Then we'll get one more radius. So the two radius. So to construct the main diagram, this rough diagram is very much useful. Two radii are over. Next, this radius and what angle we are saying? 90 degree. So construct 90 degree over here like this. 60 and 120 degree between 90 degree, that you know that. Next, this side also what angle we are saying? 90 degree. So construct 90 degree like this. 60, 120, 60 and 120 degree between like this. Finally, both are meeting at one point, that is only exterior point. If you verify this angle is how much, definitely it will be 60 degree because total sum of given quadrilateral is always 360 degree. By that way, this second method of construction of two tangents will finish. So this is the easy method because distance is given. We go for perpendicular bisection and we finish. But in this angle is given. No? When angle is here, this distance is given. Here angle is given. No? That time what we are doing, using that angle, the remaining three angle will find out. Those three angle will construct here. This given angle automatically finishes at last. So we go for second type of construction today, that is incircle and circumcircle. Incircle and circumcircle. So construction of incircle and circumcircle to the given triangle. So to the given triangle, construction of incircle and circumcircle will practice today. So one more third type of construction also there, that is construction of incircle and circumcircle to the given hexagon. It's not only hexagon, it is regular hexagon. All sides and all angles are equal. Regular hexagon. So the mainly three constructions are two tangents construction from an exterior point, in that two types, that one learned in the last class. Today in today's class we'll learn about construction of incircle and circumcircle to the given triangle. In the coming class we'll learn about construction of incircle and circumcircle to the given regular hexagon. So we go ahead with the construction of incircle and circumcircle. We'll first practice construction of circumcircle. Circumcircle to the triangle. circumcircle to the triangle, how to construct. Let us have one example problem. Construct a triangle ABC in which construct a triangle ABC in which AB equal to 6.5 centimeter, BC equal to 5 centimeter, angle B equal to 75 degree. Construct a triangle in which AB equal to 6.5, BC 5 and B angle 75 degree. Hence construct a circumcircle, sometimes they call a circumscribed circle. Circumcircle or circumscribed circle. That means triangle is inside, the circle is passing through all the three vertices. The circle passes through all the three vertices of the given triangle. That type of triangle, that type of circle is called as circumcircle or circumscribed circle to the triangle ABC. So this is the question. Construct a triangle ABC. First we will construct triangle ABC in which the measurements are given. Hence construct a circumcircle to the given triangle ABC. Measure its radius. Sometimes the sub question won't be there. If it is given, don't forget to measure the radius of the circumscribed circle. So we'll start with the rough diagram, students. First, this kind of the problem, you start with the rough diagram. First, draw a triangle roughly. In that, you may mention all that ABC. First, mark ABC. Look at BC, how much is given. BC 5 given. AB, this is 6.5 given. At the same time, angle B is 75 degree. This is 75 degree. So, which vertex angle is given? Make that vertex better in the base. Because if A angle is given, suppose A angle is given, make A here. Then A, B, C, right? Like that. If C angle is given, so any angle is given, that angle make it in the base, such that your construction become easy. Now we'll start with the construction of this triangle. By seeing this rough diagram of the given triangle, we'll draw the accurate triangle. So the first we refer BC. BC how much? BC is 5 centimeter given, right? So we'll draw first 5 centimeter BC. Look at BC 5 centimeter is drawn here. Are you following? From 0 to 5. So we mark this as B. See, soon after marking, so which length is that also you mark. So simply drawing 5 centimeter, you won't name that. After drawing 5 centimeter, what is that? It is a BC length or AB length. First mark it, ABC. Next. After that, next is angle B is 75 degree. We have to construct 75 degree at B, not at C. So refer the rough diagram there. See, I kept at B. I kept compass at B. First I draw a main arc. First I construct main arc like this. Got it? First keep at B. First put one main arc. Then the same measurement keep at here. First cut on the main arc, it's called as 60 degree. This is 60 degree. The second arc, this is called as 120 degree. So what I did from B, first I put a main arc of approximate measurement. Next from that 0 of that arc, 60 degree arc, and from the 60 degree 120 degree arc. So but required is not 60, not 120. Required is 75 degree. So how to construct 75 degree? You know that 75 degree comes after 60, before 90. Correct? No, 75 degree is exactly equal distance from 60 and 90. From 60, 15 above, from 90, 16, 15 below. So therefore 75 degree is exactly between 60 and 90. If we get 60 and 90, then we can get 75 degree. Got it? First get 60 and 90 first. Once you get these two angle, then 75 degree getting is easy. So first let us get 60 and 90 first. But 60 degree is already ready here. This is 60 degree, this is 120 degree, but 90 degree not there. So we have to construct first 90 degree because 60 and 90 degree finishes only, later 75 comes. So now 60 degree is ready. Next our task is 90 degree. How to get 90 degree? 90 degree is simple. From 60 degree above and 120 degree above, if you cut two arcs like this from 60 above and 120 degree above, so what arc you are getting, that you join to B like this in dotted, you join to B. So this is only called as 90 degree line. This is 90 degree line, but 90 degrees not. Most of the student would take this is only 90 degree. Actually student, this is not 90 degree, this is 90 degree. Got it? Because all your angle should come on the main arc. Look at this is called as main arc. On this main arc only 60 degree, 90 degree, 120 degree, like that all the angle should come here. So this arc is made to get the 90 degree. That means this arc is not 90 degree. The meeting of two arcs, this is not 90 degree, this is 90 degree. Then this is the just a step of 90 degree getting. This is step of 90 degree getting, but not this is 90 degree. 90 degree comes here. Now next, what is our next work? 60 and 90 between 75 degree. No. So what I do now, I take again compass. To get 75 degree, I have to keep compass at 60 and 90. If you keep compass at 60 and 90, you will get 75 degree. Look at, from 60, I am drawing one arc from 60, then I keep at 90. Understand? From 90. So from 90 one arc. So both are not meeting. No. Once again come back to 60 and that arc make it lengthy. Look at now. From 60 one arc. From 90 the other arc. So from 90 the other arc like this. Both the arcs are meeting at here. So that is your required 75 degree. You can draw that 75 degree length. Look at, I got 75 degree. Your 75 degree is correct or wrong. How to verify? That is very simple. That line, what the 75 degree line, that line passes exactly between 60 and 90. Look at this line. So what the line I extended here, that line is 60 and 90 degree exactly between. Look at here. This is exactly in between that. So therefore 75 degree is correct, because we know that 75 is exactly between of 60 and 90. The next step is AB 6.5 we have to mark. AB 6.5. So take compass again. 6.5 take it in compass using ruler. Look at 6.5 I took here. 6.5. This is 6.5 I took. That 6.5 they told AB, not CA. If it is AB, I have to keep it B. So from B, if you cut one arc only, this is called as AB line. If you cut from C, that is wrong, because AC is not given, AB is given, therefore I have to keep from B. That arc is not meeting the 75 degree line. So we have to extend that 75 degree line still. So that now 75 degree line and this 6.5 measurement both are meeting here. This is the required A. Now join that A to C, such that your construction of triangle finishes. Only construction of triangle finishes till there. Now we have to construct circumcircle now. So how to construct circumcircle to that now? Circumcircle we have to construct now. So how to do that circumcircle? So for circumcircle we follow the method of perpendicular bisection. So you know that how to do perpendicular bisection. In two tangents also you did once a perpendicular bisection. So perpendicular bisection will help us to construct circumcircle. So to construct circumcircle, always remember perpendicular bisection should do. To construct circumcircle, always perpendicular bisection. This is the very important point. Note down, students. Perpendicular bisection we are following for circumcircle, because for incircle we don't follow perpendicular bisection. That is only for circumcircle. So how to do perpendicular bisection? There are three sides are there, correct? No? AB, BC and AC. Choose any two sides. Choose any two. Your wish. Any two. So first I choose BC. Got it? Any two sides choose first. Then go to one side. I take first BC. Perpendicular bisection, you know that. If you take BC, more than half, perpendicular bisection how to do? Take more than half, above one arc, below arc, like that, no? So take more than half of BC, like this. After taking more than half of BC, above one arc, below one arc. So the same measurement you have to keep at B, because you took more than half for BC. Anybody take more than half of BC from C two arcs once it completed, go to B. because we took more than half of BC. Therefore, we have to keep compass at C ones and B ones. If you take BC more than half, from C two arcs, from B two arcs, then both the arcs meets each other, right? Like this. Now join both the meeting arcs by dotted line. Remember, this perpendicular bisection always we mark by dotted line. One perpendicular bisection is over. Your perpendicular bisection is correct or wrong, how to judge? That perpendicular bisection exactly passes through B and C middle. Look at, from B what distance, from C also same distance. So this point is exactly in between of these two. So perpendicular bisection is correct. But we did only one perpendicular bisection. We have to do minimum 2 perpendicular bisection. Minimum 2. Maximum 3. Because 3 sides are there. More than 3 not possible. That for only the other polygon. Okay. Minimum 2. One perpendicular bisection is over. To construct one more perpendicular bisection, we have to choose one more side. AB and AC are remaining. So I take AC now. Take AC now. So how to do perpendicular bisection? Which side you have chosen? Take more than half that side. So if you choose AC side, take more than half of AC. Got it? So I have chosen AC side. If I choose AC side, I have to take more than half of AC side. After taking more than half of AC side, this side one arc and this side one arc. Remember, which side more than half you take, that side right and left. Got it? Before I took more than half of BC. So for more than half of BC, above 1, below 1. Like that I did. Now more than half of AC I took. No. So right side 1, left side 1. Then I have to keep compass at A because I took more than half of AC, right? So if you take more than half of AC line, from C after marking 2 arc, you have to go to A, not B, because you have taken more than half of AC. So AC line ends are A and C. From C and 2 arcs are finished. Now you have to go to A now. So from A, try to cut those 2 arcs. Look at, from A, or like this, try to cut. So if you won't cut, come back to C once again. Come back to C once again. Try to cut properly. Look at here. Now finished. Now the meeting 2 arcs are here 1 and the here 1. This one. So now we'll join both the arcs. Meeting point. In dotted line, remember. So whether you did correct perpendicular bisection or not, to verify, C and A exactly in between it passes this line. Look at here. This point is exactly C and A between. That means midpoint. Now almost your circumcircle construction part is reaching to the end. The first perpendicular bisection line is this. The second perpendicular line is this. Both the perpendicular bisections are meeting at where? Try to find out. So look at the first perpendicular bisection and second perpendicular. That means both the dotted lines are meeting at where? Get that point. That point you mark it as C, because this is circumcenter. So this two perpendicular bisection meeting point is called as C, circumcenter. Now final step, that is from C, take your compass, keep at C your pointers, that is compass pointer at C, and go to A. Till A you measure. Till A you measure like this. Till A you measure properly. Till A. Yeah. See, from the circumcenter till A. Then check the same till B also there or not. Check till C also the same. Look at that circumcenter to C, what distance is there? From circumcenter to B also same, A also same. That means the circumcenter from A, B and C, it is properly equal distance. Now what I have to do? Finally draw a circle. That circle definitely passes through the 3. Look at now. This is the circumcenter. From the circumcenter, what I drew the circle, that circle passes through A, B and C. If suppose that circle is not passing through all the 3 vertices, somewhere you have done wrong. So no problem. In such cases, erase this perpendicular bisection and try once again, because any mistake is done in perpendicular bisection, the circle won't come properly. Sometimes it passes through two vertices, it misses the other vertex. Therefore you have to get the circumcenter properly by proper perpendicular bisection. Then what the circle you are drawing at last, that circle exactly passes through all the three vertices. This circle only called as circle. So what is the radius of that circumcircle? It is very simple. In compass only now you drew that circle. That compass measurement only take and keep it on the scale from 0. Keep it on the scale from 0. You get to know what is the measurement. I got 3.8. I got 3.8. That only I have to write. Radius is equal to 3.8 centimeter and underline that. Then our work finishes. Remember, I repeat once again, construct the triangle with given measurements. This angle construction of 75 degrees, 60 and 90 between, that you know that. Finally, once the triangle construction finishes, go to what type of circle I have to do, in circle or circumcircle. Once it is circumcircle finalized, for circumcircle, always remember perpendicular bisection method we are following. In triangle there are three sides are there. Take any two sides. I took first BC side. For BC side, more than half you take. More than half of BC you take like this. More than half of BC, above one arc, below one arc. From B, the same measurement cut. Once you cut the two arcs above and below, join by dotted line. Now select one more side. I took AC side. I took more than half of AC side like this. More than half. Right side one, left side one. From A end, those two arcs I cut. Finally, join those two meeting arcs. The first perpendicular bisection, second perpendicular meets at one point, common point, that is called as circumcenter. From that point, the final step, take compass, draw a circle. That circle passes through all the three vertices. If measurement of circle radius is given in the question, measure it or just leave it. So this is your required construction. Hope you got that, how to construct circumcircle. So now I teach you how to construct incircle to the given triangle. Incircle. Incircle to the given triangle. Incircle to the given triangle. Let us have example 2. Construct a triangle PQR such that QR is equal to 7 centimeter, angle Q is equal to 105 degree, angle Q is equal to 105 degree, PR equal to 5.5 centimeter. Hence construct incircle. Sometimes incircle is also called by inscribed circle. Remember, inscribed circle. Incircle or inscribed circle. Hence construct incircle or inscribed circle to the given triangle PQR. We'll start with the rough diagram of the triangle. The three sides are given, or two angles and one side is given. Let us see. We mark PQR on the triangle. QR measurement is given, correct? No, 7 centimeter. Look at here, 7. Angle Q is 105 degree. Angle Q is 105 degree. Then PR is 5.5. This is 5.5. Using 3 measurement, we'll start the construction of incircle to the given triangle. First is construction of triangle first. Sorry. QR is 7. So we'll mark 7 centimeter first. So 7 centimeter is over. After 7 centimeter, please mark QR there. Which length is given here? Base length. That will mark. Next we go to 105 degree. 105 degree. So 105 degree we won't get directly. 105 degree is actually between which two? 105 degree is 90 and 120 between. First get the 105 degrees between which are the two. Look at, because 105 degrees above 90, below 120. That means 105 degrees exactly between 90 and 120. So we have to construct 90 and 120 first, because if we get 90 and 120, 105 degree will get it. So we go to 90 and 120 degree first at Q. First, the major arc. This is called as major arc. First major arc. On the major arc, this is what 60. This is 60 degree. This is what 120 degree. This is major arc. This is 60 degree and this is 120 degree. Next, how to get 90 degree now, because 90 degree and 120 degree between 105 degree. No, 60 is ready, 120 also ready. 60 and 120 ready. Now I have to get 90 degree first. How to get 90 degree? That is simple. 60 above one arc, 120 degree above one arc, that is called as 90. So this and this meeting are joined by dotted line. As I told you, this is 60, this is 120 degree, so 90 is not this. Remember, this is not 90. This is the step of 90 degree construction. Actually 90 degree is this, which I am marking by the dot, that is 90 degree. Now final step of constructing 105 degree. So 90, look at 90 I got already. This is 90. Remember, this is 90. 120 degrees, this is 120, this is 90, this is 120 degree, this is 60. So to get 105 degree I have to keep compass at 90 and 120, because to get 105 degree I have to go in between 90 and 120. So keep compass at 90 first, mark an arc. Look at, from 90 I marked an arc. From 120 keep compass now. Suppose from 90 one arc, if you keep 60 degree one more arc, what is that meaning? 90 and 60 degree between, if you are going, you will get 75 degree. Remember, to get 105 degree, 90 and 120 degree on that compass position should be there. From 91 arc, from 120 degree another arc. So what I got, that arcs joined to Q. Look at here. Now whether our method is right or wrong, to check that, this is 90, this is 60, this is 120, right? Look at here, this line is passing through 90 and 120 degree exactly between. Look at here, 90 and 120 degree exactly between this line is passing. That means 105 degrees correct. Now last step of construction of triangle, that is getting P. P is from R. From R, P is 5.5 centimeter. So take 5.5 centimeter on the compass using scale. Look at 5.5 is taken. That 5.5 from where? From R. From R 5.5. So I am not getting 5.5. From R to P I cannot construct 5.5, because that is not meeting that line. That means somewhere wrong, because the 105 degree is obtuse angle. Right, it is above 90 degree. So when obtuse angle is given, this PR measurement should be more. So what I do, this PR measurement I make it as 8.5. So we'll make a change. So 8.5, I have to take 8.5 now. Look at 8.5 is taken here. This is 8.5 centimeter. Now from R 8.5 centimeter you have to cut. Look at here. Now 8.5 centimeter cutting the. So this point is what? P point. Now join that P point and R point or vertex. So that will get triangle. See, 7 centimeter, that is finished. 105 degree finished. R to P is 8.5. From R to P 8.5 degree using compass. Triangle construction is over. The next is construction of incircle. So don't follow the method of perpendicular bisection what we did in the last problem. This is inscribed circle. Therefore for inscribed circle we should not follow perpendicular bisection. That is wrong. Perpendicular bisection is only for circumcircle, remember. So when incircle is given, we are not following perpendicular bisection, we are following angle bisection. See, these two, perpendicular bisection and angle bisection, we have learnt in loci chapter. So if you remember, that is good. Angle bisection how to do? Remember, for incircle angle bisection, for circumcircle perpendicular bisection. Angle bisection is not taking more than now, because angle bisection is, there are three angles are there. Perpendicular bisection is, there are three sides are there. For each side we take more than half and we follow that. But for incircle angle bisection we have to do. So angle bisection how to do? First go, there are three angles are there. Now P angle, Q angle and R angle. Go to any two angle. So minimum two angles. Minimum two angles. Last time minimum two side. For circumcircle minimum two sides, perpendicular bisection. Now minimum two angles. Okay, go to R angle. First go to R angle. So how to construct angle bisection I will teach you. Go to R angle. First mark one arc like this. From R vertex mark an arc. That arc should be passing through these two sides. Look at from R one side and two side. There are two sides are extended from R vertex. No. So keep at R, mark an arc like this. Next is the same measurement. Keep it here. This point. That means the side and arc meeting. No, here. See this arc meeting the side at 2 points. Are you observing here? Look at from R what you did one arc, that arc meeting the two sides at 2 points. So next you keep the compass at first point and one arc, and the second point and one arc. So this type, first from this one arc and from the other dot one arc. And now join R and that. R and that. Like this. So this is called as angle bisection. Whether this is correct or wrong, to check that this line exactly passes in between of the angle. These two angle exactly between. Mine is little went right side, no problem. See, actually it should go little down. So this is passing exactly in between. So one angle bisection is angle bisection is over. We go to one more angle. The two more Q and P, there are two left. So I go to Q now. So first you mark one arc first. First one arc like this. Got it? One arc. That arc meeting the from Q one arc. That arc meeting the sides at 2 points. Look at here. Here one and here one. Now from there I have to cut two more arcs. Look at from this dot one and from this dot the another one. Now so we both are meeting at here. Now I have to join Q and that in dotted line. See, the first angle bisection is this, second angle bisection is this. Both are meeting actually here. First angle bisection is this, second angle, both are meeting here. From there you have to draw one circle. From there draw. This time circle is not passing through all the three vertex. So this time don't draw passing through all the three vertex, because it is in circle. Now it should be inside. That means the circle just touches the three sides. The circle touches the three sides in circle. The circle passes through all the three vertices. That is circumcircle. So if circle passes through all the three vertices, that is circumcircle. If the circle just touches the three sides of the given triangle, that is incircle. So we'll construct incircle. But for the incircle, one extra step we are following. That step we won't follow in circumcircle. What is that extra step? That step is this. So try to follow this step, all the students. That extra step is, after constructing two angle bisection, where these two angle bisections are meeting, that point is called as I. So the last time two perpendicular bisection meeting point is mentioned by C, circumcenter, but here two angle bisection meeting point is not circumcenter, it is incenter, because angle bisection meeting point is always called by incenter I. So from incenter I, you cannot draw the circle directly. We have to follow one more step. What is that one more step? From incenter, mark an arc like this. That arc should be meeting any one side of the three sides of the triangle. So there are three sides are there now here, PQ, QR and PR. So from incenter, you mark an arc such that that arc should meet any one side at 2 points. Look at here. So from I mark an arc here, that arc meeting the PR side at 2 points. Look at here. Like this. Now at here one point above one arc, from this point above one arc. I repeat again, from incenter. How did you get that incenter? Angle bisection of two. First R angle I bisected like this, and Q angle I bisected. Both are meeting at I. So go to I, keep the compass at I, mark an arc such that the PR side cut by that arc at 2 points. Look at 2 points. If you mark an arc like this, if you mark an arc inside, it won't cut the side at 2 points. Therefore, I made an arc such that it meets at 2 points. At these 2 points, again keep your compass and mark 2. So now I and that meeting are joined now. Again by dotted line. Like this. Now Thus, what you did this line, that line meets the PR at here. Getting to get this point only, actually we did this extra construction. After two angle bisection, this extra construction I did to get this point. I repeat again, from I mark this arc such that it should meet the PR side at 2 points, here one and here one. Then keep the compass, make above, from here above. So then this I and this meeting arcs join by dotted line. When you join that dotted line, this I, when the line passing towards the meeting arcs, it also passes through the PR side at one point. This point you mark. So this is the required. Now the final step, this I and what we got here, this point you better name as O. Now your encircle is ready, that is, keep the compass at I and measure till O. Got it? Keep the compass at I, measure till O, and you can draw now circle. You can draw one circle like this. That circle should touch all the three sides. That circle should touch all the three sides, remember, like this. See, but in my problem, that circle touches here, it touches the QR side and also it touches the PQ side, but it won't touches the PR side properly here. That means somewhere our construction went an error here. So because of some errors, we get this type of mistakes at last. So actually this circle should pass us through, this not, it is just touches all the three sides. See, look at this circle touches QR side, correct? No, it is just touching. It is also this circle touches PQ side, here touching, but it is not touching the PR side, it is passing through the PR side. Actually the circle should come here like this. This is your proper circle. So then look at, it touches PR, it touches QR, it touches PQ, then it become a proper circle. So this much extended above, no, this is because of the mistakes. So you don't follow that, follow the accurate methods while bisecting. You definitely get proper in center and proper in circle. So if in the question measure and record the radius is given, so what radius circle is drawn, that you write it here. The radius is equal to dash centimeter. Hope you got the encircle and circumcircle construction. Go to homework session. The first one in that, construct circumcircle to the triangle XYZ in which XY is equal to 6 centimeter, angle X is equal to 60 degree and XZ is equal to 7 centimeter. This is the first problem. Measure its radius. I repeat, construct a circumcircle to the triangle XYZ in which XY 6 centimeter, X angle is 60 degree. 60 degrees is easy, no student, you can construct easily, and XY is equal, XZ is equal to 7 centimeter. Measure its radius. Second, construct an encircle to the triangle ABC. Construct an encircle to the triangle ABC such that BC is equal to 8 centimeter, angle C is equal to 120 degree, angle C 120 degree, remember, and AC equal to 5.5 centimeter. So this is the another triangle in which ABC, in which BC 8 centimeter, angle C 120 degree, AC is 5.5 centimeter. Measure its radius. So remember always, for encircle one extra step is there, that is from high you have to draw one arc, then you have to get two more arcs, then this point. If you join that eye and that line, you get this point. From that point you have to draw circle. But for circumcircle, But for circumcircle, that step is not there. For circumcircle, directly more than half you take first perpendicular bisection, second perpendicular bisection, where both are meeting, that is C. From C straight away you can draw circle. From C, direct circle passing through 3 vertices. But for in circle, after getting I, first angle bisection here, second angle bisection here, both are meeting at I. From I you cannot draw directly circle. You have to construct one more arc and two more arcs like this. Then where one point you get, that is your required circle in circle measurement. So try these two problem at home. Thank you.